You must always be learning. So yesterday I had a meeting till 4 a.m. in the morning with a friend of mine who just happened to be in Hong Kong. She was telling me about all the new updates and the things that we should be doing, the things that we should be looking out for. Here's the thing, sometimes you get the signs over and over and over and over again. And quite often I always think we're always too busy to do things, but it's not that we're too busy to do things. We have to make time for the things that we are not doing, which is what's not getting us the results. For example, we sat down, we talked a lot about the whole blockchain space. We talked about the Web3 space, and where I see social media now evolving to is moving to this era of social fi. I'll give an example. Like, you're watching this on YouTube right now. It's supposed to be free, but it's not actually free, is it? Why? Because you've got to take your time to be able to consume the content. So that is free in a sense that you don't have any money, but in terms of attention, it's actually sucking up your time. And every second that's gone is gone forever. When we talked a lot about what's happening in the market right now, social fi is the ability for you to have social finance. So if I say to all of you right now, there are situations where we can create something, but we can earn an income by consuming something. And this is why I see a lot of people going wrong. They are creating, like for example, myself and a lot of other people that I know doing this, they're using social media to create awareness, to be able to generate leads, and then to earn and sell products and services. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually the main reason why people are using social media to, again, promote their businesses. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. So what is the next step? So we sat down 4 a.m. in the morning and talked about whether the next step comes down to what if you didn't have to sell a product or service, and what if people still got paid to be able to consume the content? So this is what we call a watch to earn model, i.e. social fi or consume to earn model. Now this stuff's been around for a long time. Probably some of you heard of STEPN. STEPN is when you go for a run, you get paid to go for a run. So you gain tokens, you gain points, if you will. Now here's the interesting thing about this. If you're able to create an ecosystem where instead of people buying your products and services from you, they actually are consuming and they're getting rewarded for that consuming, that's where the game changes. And I think a lot of people are not learning enough, myself included. So this is why I want to create this video for you, because I want you to really start paying close attention to these opportunities and to not make these opportunities go to waste. What are some of the steps you want to think about? The first step is you have to create a community. For example, one of the things I want to do, I want to add a lot of value to a lot of my community, and then maybe one day when I decide to launch my own, then maybe some of you may support that. But I think we're now living in a world, instead of having to sell something and get something in exchange, we actually want to create some what we call results in advance, RIA. And what that means is for whatever products and services you have right now, you want to give people that result in advance. So what happens, it builds trust, it builds credibility. A community, for example, for myself, I'm an entrepreneur, investor, mentor. So a lot of you always ask me, John, how do I become an entrepreneur? How do I start a business? How do I create something that I'm passionate about that I can get paid for? Or John, how do you invest in real estate? How do you invest in stocks? How do you invest in businesses? Or some of you are like, well, John, what does it really take to become an entrepreneur? So a lot of you are within my community to learn some of these strategies, to learn some of these processes. Hopefully, a lot of the things that I've said to you in the videos on social media, maybe some of you attended my events before, maybe some of you got some good value from that. Maybe you got some RIA, results in advance. And if you did, by the way, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear some of the results that you've got. But I also want to ask you, what are you currently doing right now to create a community around the things that you do? For example, as you can probably see, I'm in Hong Kong right now. I've been traveling a lot around Asia just to look at how they're doing business, how they're operating. So I went to a coffee shop in China, and you pay using a social media app. You don't even need to have a bank account. You just sign up to a app and you can pay for things using the app, which I think is incredible. My point here is this, is that you've got to look at success processes that are working in other markets, and you need to adapt them to your own market. Again, learning new things, learning new strategies, learning how other people are doing things, these success processes, we want to adopt some of these and put them into our own business models. So for example, for the last 20 years, I've been doing business entrepreneurship. I always want to add a lot of value to my community and show them some results in advance, teach them some marketing strategies, teach them some ways to be able to monetize their product, services, build a brand. And so a lot of you kind of give me credit for that. You say, Johnny, I did this thing and now I've got this many followers on social media, or hey John, I just tried the XYZ strategy out and now I'm getting people contacting me for business, and that's great. So by giving you results in advance, anytime I create something new, a lot of you are going to want to know about it. And so that's why one thing that you should also do is build some kind of wait list or join list as well. So once you've built the community, you also want to build a database, a list of people who are interested to buy your products and services. Now, why is it important? Again, when we come back to this, it's not about buying your products and services. It's about understanding SocialFi. And SocialFi is getting paid to consume content that you create, but also at the same time, everybody wins at the same time. But I thought to myself, because a lot of you always come to me for advice on business, entrepreneurship, how to start businesses. I always think, what's the fastest way I can help a lot of you make a lot more money? I can provide you with strategies, I can provide you with steps. But what if we were a unified community? When one person makes it, the other people do. So I was introduced to this concept called a degen. A degen is somebody who really understands the Web3 crypto space. They understand what are some of the big things that are coming right now. And they do something called Web3 sniping. What is it? They see things that come up and then they snipe them. They get in, they get out. So they typically make 30% on what they do. And they just sit by the computer, spend a lot of time doing a lot of research, going in and out of markets. So when I understood that, I thought, oh my God, there are lots of these types of markets for the stuff that we want to do. Whether that is in business, entrepreneurship, marketing, branding, business, doesn't matter what it is. It matters that we create the community where we all learn together. That's why you see the growth of Discord. That's why you see the growth of Telegram. If you're not part of my Telegram, go to my link tree below here. You'll see a link to my Telegram channel. So we have over 7,000 people who are part of that channel. For example, a lot of people ask me, John, every time you get a good deal, can you tell me about it? Anytime you are buying property in the UK that's below its market value, can you tell me about it? Or anytime you see some good companies coming up for investment, can you tell me about it? So I have a lot of my very rich friends who ask me these questions all the time because they don't have time to get into that market. They don't have time to really research that market. So when I create the community is about providing the value, the trust, the credibility, and trying to give some kind of results in advance first. And if you can do that, what happens is next time you drop something or next time you tell your community about something, a lot of them get involved in it. Now, of course, you've got to do your research first and all those disclaimers I'll say, but imagine if you can create something for somebody that allows them to be a part of that community, but allows everybody, not just you, but everybody to win at the same time. So this is what we call a win-win. So win-win, win-win-win, 3 wins. So you win as the creator, your audience wins, and the thing that they're a part of also wins as well. If any of you are interested in more about how this whole process works, let me know in the comment and I can tailor some more content. Again, I'm not the expert in this, but I know a lot of people who are, and they teach me a lot of these things that I'd love to pass to some of you so you can learn as well. Again, if you know anyone who's interested in this whole space, they want to get into investing, they want to get into blockchain Web3 space, forward this video to them. I want them to listen to it and see how they think about this. If they're a creator as well, forward this to them because times are changing. 5 to 10 years from now, my prediction is that people will have their own currency. People will have their own loyalty and point system. People will have their ways of buying things. So for example, you watching this, you'll have your currency and then all the apps will be integrated into SocialFi, which means that bank accounts, in my opinion, may not exist or become less valuable because now being in China and seeing how they transact money, if you have a mobile device, I have a mobile device, there are more mobile devices on the planet than people. That means if you've got a mobile device, you have a wallet. But the thing that's not available for people right now is they don't understand how all this Web3 stuff works, which is why as I learn this stuff, I really want to educate a lot of you on this as well. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do, so when I upload these videos, then you'll be able to know about it. Anyway, I hope you got a lot of value from this, and also make sure you check out this video here as well. It really helped you.